Alright, welcome back to the channel. We are back in American Truck Simulator, and today we start in the shop. This video is two parts. Number one, we are going to be looking at a brand new truck released just today, meaning I'm recording it on Saturday the 24th. And we're also going to do a short drive. So let's get started with this one. What is this? This is the brand new, well, to many of us, this is Outlaw's W900. A lot of people have had it already in beta, but it was officially released out of beta today, the 24th, Saturday. Outlaw did say that it's still technically an ongoing beta. He doesn't have everything that he wants in it, but he's tired of holding off on the release, so he opened it up to everyone today. There are some things that he wants to be able to add, some things that he needs to be able to change. So far, I've come across it, and it's looking pretty good, and there are quite a few things to be able to customize on this truck. And let's just go through some of the options in case you haven't seen this yet. We have Aerodyne, a day cab, a flat top. I'll switch over to the flat top. That one's looking pretty good. The retro coffin, that one looks really cool. Maybe I'm just going to run the... maybe I'll run the coffin today. We'll see. I think I'm going to run a day cab, to be honest with you. But I might want to look at that other one. So I don't think that he has anything lowered as of right now. They're all pretty much long with the exception of two short ones. I'll show you the short one. I kind of like short ones, to be honest. I don't like to need like a mile to turn around in a parking lot or something like that. And he also has a short lift, so it's got that lift axle there. He has a couple other ones that are lift. Here's a long lift. So, and everything basically comes in two different heights. There's your standard height, which is a little higher sitting, and then there's the modern height. Now, I wish that he had something in this modern height. I really like this height of it, unless you're going to be taking it off-road a whole lot. I like the modern height. I wish there was an option to do something short with it. As soon as you switch over to the short, then it pops the height back up. Still, not really complaining here. We've got a lot of different options, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are just going to want to see a lowered version at some point, although we can lower the truck itself now that we have airbags. I'm not really going to mention anything about the engines and transmissions. That's to personal taste. On the outside, he's got quite a few skins that come with it. I'll just flash through a couple of them here. And these are, most of them are all color changing, 3-color, 4-color. Some of them are just set as is, especially the ones that have branding on them. But still, quite a few skins that come with it. Oh, what is this? This one's not showing. Oh, it's just a 2-color changer. But pretty cool. I like that one a lot. I might run that. And I like this one too. Although that one's fixed, so can't paint that one. So some you can paint, some you can't. Let's go ahead and look at all the features. I'm just picking one of these paints. We've got bumpers. You've got a modern style. You have heavy duty. I really like the heavy duty myself. You can get one with a bull bar, straight brick, and you can customize all the lights. I don't think that there are any options for bumpers with already preset lights, which is not the greatest in my opinion. Not a huge deal, but I love just having a preset, set of lights like you see a lot of times on trailers, where you'll have the option to just pick their assortment of lights, their setup, or you can go in and do all yours. But if you like customizing all the lights on your trucks, you are absolutely going to love this one. Got a lot of options with grill too. 3 bars, you got paints, black mesh, angled louvers. Something that I really like a lot, I like these horizontal louvers. I think maybe, and they've got vertical ones too, I think, yeah. Might just stick with that. That looks pretty cool. You can customize this badge here. So the stock one, let me see if I can get up a little closer so we can see what's going on here. So we've got the stock one, full paint, That's not really going to do us any good. Paint hood pull. Okay, I'm going to get out of this because it's detecting my head tracking and it's moving it all over the place. Vintage badge. That one looks pretty cool. And painted hood pull. Okay, so we've got that. We also have an emblem over here on the side that we can change. It's kind of hard to see with black. There we go. Probably go with something more chrome. We got the retro. I kind of like the retro one. I already have it set up, kind of looking like a W900A, but you can change the headlights back. There's the classic style, and then there's the a modern style with visors. Looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. The hood. So here's the standard W900L hood, which changes the lights, and then you get a whole bunch of different. You get LED, half moon LED, dark, halogen. So if you want to make it a little bit more modern, you absolutely can. But me, I'm going a little bit more old school. So if you click over here on hood, then you can go to the A model, so the W900A, and then you can get those lights either with visors or without. I think I'll keep the visors. That looks pretty cool. I do have some flat face Jasper wheels on here with some rather large tires. Coming up here, we don't have a separate node for lights and horns. It's just roof slots. So you can put your, if you click on any one of these here, then you got 2 horns up here and 4 lights that you can pick from. Keeps it a little simple, kind of like that. And of course, we have a dome light. You can choose between blue and red. This is probably something that he's going to upgrade a little bit later on so that we get a couple more colors, but nice to add. And this is a free truck. Look at how many customizations. I mean, if you know Outlaw, you're probably not surprised with the number of options that he's giving us here. He has just set the bar so high for himself, and he keeps coming through every time. And of course, on the front steps, we can go in chrome. We can do it in paint. Probably not going to do it in paint. We could just go with a more of a gritty stainless. I like that. And we can apply the colors again to the tanks too. Semi-paint, fully painted, or chrome. We do have the option to mess with these trailer cables. You can go with the standard. Where are they? You can go with the tower here, or you can do them in all different kinds of colors and textures and chrome, and so lots of different colors there. Got a few options here. I like the straights, but we got West Coast, 8-inch, 7-inch, 6-inch, and then they've got the straight, they've got mitered, they've got curved. I think they all, it looks like they all come in 6-inch, 7-inch, and 8-inch. I'm probably going to go with a straight 6-inch, to be honest with you. I can put a headache rack in here if I want, but I do kind of like these lights on the back. And I can do those lights either in clear or in red. If I didn't care about seeing those lights, then I might put a headache rack. And it just depends on what I'm doing too. I'm just going to keep these lights going strong here on the back. You can customize this back. I'm going to probably change this because it doesn't really fit the rest of the build that I did. But you can get it with clear lights, red lights. You get it painted. I kind of like the painted. Although, to fit what I've already built, I'm probably going to go with the basic, just because I like to keep it a little bit more basic in general. So a few more changes. Inside, you do get the choice between different colors. You can have the day cab custom blue, or the day cab red, or you can just keep everything black. I am personally going to keep it a little bit blue. That's what I feel like doing today. Then we get a couple different steering wheels if we look at the different nodes. This is the default. We got a 90s exclusive. We got another 90s wheel. And I am actually aiming to get more of this. This one is cool too with the chrome in the center. I'm probably going to end up going with the gloss black, just because I like the way that looks. We can change our gauges here. You can go with the chrome. You can go with the chrome blue. Or so is that the basic chrome, custom chrome blue, or we can just go ahead and go with the black plastic, which is fine. I kind of like that black look. Your dash trim here, I've got it set to black wood. It's kind of hard to see in this situation when there isn't a whole lot of light. It just looks plain black, but there is texture to it. You can go carbon fiber, dark wood, mahogany, metal if you want, original wood, and whatever the color of the truck is. I personally am going to keep it either dark wood or, you know what, let's just go for carbon fiber for right now. Kind of cool. A lot of people end up going with woods. But I do have this set right now to be stainless. And one thing that you'll see on the drive is absolutely everything that comes through that window reflects there. And it kind of catches you off guard. When you have something shiny like that, obviously in real life, you're kind of aware of that. You know it's going to be reflecting. And it kind of throws you off in a game for it to be able to reflect so much of it. It's almost a little bit too distracting. But great work he did on this stainless. This is what it looks like in red leather, blue leather, and black leather. I'm going to keep the shifter the same because that looks classic. Although if I went with anything, I'd probably go with one of these red or blue marble shifters. Kind of like that. But let's stick with the standard for right now. I've got a couple other ones, pistol grip, modern Eaton, and an Eaton in chrome. Probably just stick with that one for right now. You can change out your floor. So I'm going with a laminate floor most likely. You can go mahogany, you can go dark carpet, and you can go vinyl tile. And there also is a change. It's kind of hard to see. But this mat down here, you can either have the blue logo, gray logo, or the red logo. You can change out the seats if you want. Black leather, blue, or red. So that's basically the theme here is he's going black, blue, or red. No side mirrors, but you can customize these door trims. You can leave it plastic or go chrome. You do have the option for GPS. I've seen a couple people say that they haven't been able to get the GPS to work, but from what I'm able to do, the GPS works just fine. You can get the iPhone or you can get a tablet, and you can go left, right, bottom, all around. I've just got it on the right bottom portion. The rest of this stuff is outside. The only other two options we have is the stereo. You can either have it stereo or blank, or you can go CB radio or blank. So I'm going to go ahead and add those back because I like them. Adds a little bit of something. Is this a hanging item? No, it's a sun visor. Here's your dome light. You can either go blue or red. I believe that's it. I'm going to change this back to stainless so we can see that shine. So quite a few little options, mirrors here. If you want, you can get lollipops on here. Do the classic lollipop. And then I'm going to leave this here. I like having the other mirror below it. But if you've watched me for any amount of time, you've seen that I always talk about what that mirror looks like on the side. And that partition right there, not only does it run through that other mirror, it runs through your main one too. So maybe this is something that's a little bit more, true to life of what the W900A was like, but nonetheless, it is a little bit of a pain. If you want something to, be able to hedge your bets that you can be able to see what's going on, you might just click on out here and we'll get another mirror. I don't think that's going to be a problem off to the left. But if we go back to the inside, let's see what that looks like now that we've got another mirror out there. Oh, we won't see it because I believe the GPS is covering it up. So let's move that to the top left for right now. That's hilarious. I put another mirror and it's covered by the other partition. So you guys, is this true to a W9A? Did they design it in such a way that no matter what mirrors you put on the right side, a partition was blocking it? That's what I don't know. Maybe it's an improvement that Outlaw still has to make. So, not a lot of options with those mirrors. That's really my only gripe with it right now. One other thing, and it's not a gripe at all, maybe it's coming later, I would like to be able to customize the body. The body definitely looks a little bit worn. I actually like that look a lot if I'm going for an older truck. And here I'm going for like an older cleaned up truck. But you can definitely make it a little bit weathered, sticking with the aluminum instead of the, is it aluminum? with the stainless, instead of going with the chrome, your wheels can match appropriately. But this definitely looks like a little bit, weathered and worn. I would like to have some sort of option, and I can't find a node. I think these are the fenders. Let me go half paint on that. Yeah, I don't see a node where I can change the actual body of it out. But anyway, other changes that you might want to make if you want, completely up to you. We've got the fairings that we can change on that. I'm not going to worry about that. But you've also got side trims that you can do, add lights to your heart's content. I'm probably just going to leave it like that. Or I'll keep it chrome with no lights. I just don't like to spend a lot of time on lights. The engine look is cool. We are running, what are we running? Oh, let's switch it out to the Cummins. I believe we've got an N14 in here. Yeah, I've got Zeemods N14 Select. And we are running a 13-speed Eaton Fuller. I do not have this hooked up to the on the cast, so it's not the real Eaton Fuller mod that's going on. I'm just sticking with our standard 12.29 and a 3.55 differential. So that is the truck. It's a free truck, completely free. Lots of options on it, and it really doesn't disappoint, especially if you've worked with anything from Outlaw. Go ahead and pick this up if you haven't already. If that is what you are tuned in to see, thanks for joining me. But I would urge you to stick around because we are going to take it on a short drive. And should I show the trailer? No, I'll show the trailer in just a second. I'll show you where we guys are going. So I'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, thanks for staying with me. We are here in Fort Worth, Texas, and we have Pizzster's TriNeck Tanker, the Tremcar, and we are going to be running, what is it? 41,888 pounds of crude oil over to the Newmont in Lufkin, Texas. It's going to be about a 4-hour drive. Game time, not real time. So let's go ahead and get set up. And where are we going? Looks like right behind us. I haven't been here too many times. If you guys see me kind of straining to turn my head, I got something up with my neck and it's really kind of bugging me. So if I end up turning my body a little bit, just roll with it. Where are we going? Around this side? I don't even know if this is the right way to go to get there. We'll figure it out. I don't recognize where I am right now, which is kind of cool. Okay, that's where we're going. We just got to back it up into there. Pretty straightforward. Alright, get the four-ways on. Let them know we're backing. At this time, I would probably go ahead and look over my shoulder, but I can't turn my head that far. So let's see how these mirrors go. I can already tell you how these mirrors are going to go. Can't really see much of what's going on over there. Between not being able to turn my head and the placement of that partition blocking those mirrors, backing is not going to be fun with this guy. Got her in there though. Just waiting for the green. Anytime now. There we go. Go ahead and get her shut down. and we'll get loaded with some crude oil. Be back in a minute. All right, we are all loaded up. 231 miles over to Lufkin. 4 hours 7 in game. Let's go ahead and get her going. Again, 41,888 pounds of crude oil. I have Zeemods N14. This is a 625 horsepower version that we're working with. And 13 speed. That's what I went ahead with. Take a look as I'm popping out of here. But with a different skin type. The heavy duty model of bumper. Did a half paint on the tankers, put an extra step in there, and went with half fenders in paint color. I think we're supposed to go out here. Maybe we got to go all the way around. And tweaked a little bit on those air filters. It's kind of cool. But yeah, we are going with the classic W900A look. And with those lights. As I run into a bunch of stuff. Alright, now really, how do I get out of here? Let me just go through here. Also taking a look at the Tremcar. Some great detail there by Pizzster and Damo. And I just heard recently, I don't have a whole lot of information, maybe someone can fill me in, but on the Discord, either yesterday or today, Pizzster's Discord, I heard that they're thinking about pulling the Tremcar, and I got the Tremcar free. It was one of the additions that you get with the purchase of the 389. But did I catch it right that he said he was going to pull it? Is there some sort of issue with someone stealing the model of the truck or the model of the trailers? I don't have all the information on that. If someone does know, let me know down in the comments. But this Tremcar is nice. And it was just included with the purchase of the truck, which is pretty cool. This isn't exactly the best driving here. I'm trying to get, yeah, as we crash directly into a tree, trying to get a good look at this trailer. There's a lot of detail on it. Low's not going to help me. Used to driving that 15 speed. Stick over the right a little bit more. But yeah, pretty cool look. Let's hop onto the inside here. Get the windows up. 4 ways off. Get her into gear. I'm loving the inside though. It'd be nice to take a drive at night and see what the lights are like. The dome lights inside. In some trucks, they're like super powerful. They just kind of take over and blind you. Some are just a little bit too subtle. It'd be interesting to know what's going on with the lights. For now, we're just running this during the day. 8 o'clock in the morning here in Texas. So probably not going to see any sort of crazy stuff, especially since we're supposed to be there at like noon. You can move forward a little bit and get some better visibility, but being able to see if someone's in your blind spot, you got to kind of lean forward and kind of tweak your neck, which is already not a fun thing for me today. Ah, yes. The Texas on-ramp. I'll figure these things out eventually. Even if it does take until they get Oklahoma released. Yeah, with 625 horsepower, we get up to speed here pretty good. Already going 55, just getting on the freeway pretty much. I'm going to turn this guy off since I've got a working GPS. I'm also going to give Outlaw a lot of props on this. One of the trucks that probably one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite trucks, is the Freight Shaker. The Freight Shaker has the only flaw that I've seen in it, and it's really just kind of nitpicky, is it's very hard in the daytime to see that GPS. This one is solid. You can see it's real clear. So definitely upgraded to a higher nit screen. So definitely props to Outlaw for that one. Just loving the detail. I'm loving the dash layout. I like the dash layout of pretty much everything that he does. But it's nice to see something a little different, you know, rather than that same standard Kenworth W900 interior look, whether it's someone's adaptation or just the standard SCS model that someone else has taken and redesigned the outside. It's nice to see a fresh look on it, because I gotta tell you the truth, I got kind of burned out on the W900. Drove it a lot when I first had the game, and then I kind of started getting into the Peterbilts, and I realized that a lot of people were doing mods and they had different dashboards and different looks and different customizations for it, and I wasn't really seeing that the same with Kenworth, so I just kind of got burned out on it. Still drove Mr. Overfloater's K100E, and I do like the free W900A on Steam, because that has kind of a little bit of a different look to it. But I'm really liking the way that Outlaw designed this dash. You can kind of see, if you look over at the glove box there, you'll see everything that's out that window is being reflected. As we are speeding, slow it back down. Let's hear the Jake. That's the low setting. Keep it on the mid here. I like the mid the most. That's usually the case for most Jakes, just for me. Personal preference, obviously, though. But if I need that higher setting, this one it'll definitely slow you down.
Keep left.
Oh, didn't turn that Jake off. You got a little window out the passenger door there, so you got some view. It would be cool if they had a side mirror too. Just trying to run it functionally, at least when I'm not doing videos and stuff. I'm not doing a whole lot of stuff outside of the truck at all. I'm really showing you the outside just so you guys can see what's going on. But I like to be able to do everything from the inside, and having like a little window there to see how close I am to the curb, being able to have that side mirror, it's all very functional, and I like to see those, but nothing that he couldn't add on later. Where are we going through now? Going through Dallas on the 20 East. So if I tilt off to the right, I can definitely see what's happening in my blind spot right there. Bring it back to centered, not so much. So just tilt over a little bit, and out of that main mirror, just lean forward, and you got visibility. So nothing that can't be overcome there. But I'm always looking at those mirrors. The one that kills me though is that front mirror. Since that partition is there that divides the windshield in left and right, I just went ahead and took that hood mirror off. Nothing that's going to help me on that right side unless I lean over like that. We are cruising along, huh? One of the other things that I noticed, so it looks like we're going, let me take it down to 70. Get her to 70, and I want to turn this back on. So it says we're going 70 now. We're really going, it's showing about 68. It's off by about 2 or 3 miles per hour based on what the game knows that you're going and what it shows on the speedometer. Just a tiny little minor thing. Oh, we gotta pull in. We gotta pull in. Let's Jake it. Probably could have slowed down even faster than that. We're only on the medium setting. Get that Jake off. You know, we're getting down the road pretty good with over 40,000 pounds. I mean, it's not a crazy heavy load by any stretch of the imagination, but when I was just chatting, just didn't even realize I was going 78 miles an hour. But it is a over 600 horsepower engine, so. Let's see the different views that I got here. Kind of like this one. You see those Jasper wheels in action. And I did end up going with the chrome step instead of the stainless. So it's a little bit more polished on this model. Do I have the roof on this one? May not have it in this profile. Oh, differential locked. Oh, sorry. Oh. I think we're gonna raise a lift axle that we don't even have.
Keep right. After
Keep right.
50 yards, exit right ahead. Exit right ahead.
Headed on the 69. What's going on here? Looks like we're making a right. Let's see who's in our blind spot. Doesn't look like there's anyone.
50 yards, turn right. Turn right.
To Lufkin. There we go. 69 miles. Shows 63 miles on our GPS, so looks like we're stopping a little bit outside of the main drag in Lufkin. Got a signal coming up here. It says 50. I'm gonna go ahead and slow it down just a little bit. Looks like we're stopped up here.
Keep right. After 50 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Will do. That's Lori with us, by the way. Giving us navigation when we are chatting and not paying attention. Comes in pretty handy. Hey, there's the Mickey trailer. I did my last video on. I was hauling some Heineken instead of some Coke. But it would be pretty cool to get that Coca-Cola trailer in there, especially since Coca-Cola is actually a destination, a pickup spot in this game. Make it a little bit more immersive, realistic. So what do you guys think of the truck? Have you had a chance to pick it up from Outlaw? Are you one of the beta testers? Or are you seeing it for the first time here in this video? Let me know what you guys think of it.
Go straight.
And if you guys have any questions, drop them down in the comments for me. I'll answer them as best I can with my experience with it. get up to 50 here. Slight green. It looks green to me. Made it. Made it. And I'm not even speeding to get through it. Like it. We're making some really good time here. But we will slow it down a little bit. Go lower setting on the Jake.
Turn right. After 100 yards, turn left. Turn left. You have reached your destination.
And there we go. 4 ways on. Try to get that thing as straight as possible. Back up. That's pretty straight. Just need to pull it forward now. There it is. Parking brake on, windows up, lights. We'll keep the parking lights on. And we'll get her turned off. Welcome to Lufkin, Texas. And we're dropping off some crude oil here. Why? I have no idea. I don't know what we're doing with it, but it's going here. So that's about going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think of the truck. Let me know what you think of the trailer. If you have any experience with the Tremcar. I have a couple other episodes that I've used the Tremcar on. You can check back in my other videos, and I go into a little bit more detail with it. But other than that, I think that's going to do it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you see all of my videos. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.